Warning: the following episode contains sensitive content that may be harmful or disturbing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, from Unsigned Pop Punk. I'm Patrick Tarnowski. With me is a longtime good pal, the Durango, Joe Alspa, and Jason Lewis. And this is Classified Rockuments, a show about crazy murders, crimes, and maybe the paranormal in the music world, where we talk about the facts, try to decode any conspiracies, and just have a creepy good time. Today, we're going to be talking about Mr. Luke Helder, a.k.a. the Smiley Face Bomber, a.k.a. the Midwest Pipe Bomber, a.k.a. the Mailbox Bomber, and last but not least, a.k.a. the Complete Asshole. This one's wild because this one hits close to home.
Like geographically? I heard the Midwest thing, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, many things happened in 1981. Donkey Kong was released by Nintendo.
Okay.
Also in 1981, MTV launched by playing its very first
MTV was launched by plane? They went out with a bang.
Okay.
MTV launched. Okay.
In 1981, MTV launched by playing its first music video, Video Killed the Radio Star, by the Buggles.
That's what the band name was?
The Buggles, yeah.
The Buggles?
The Buggles.
Simpler times.
Ric Flair won his first World Heavyweight Championship.
Woo!
Damn right. And China became the first country to have a population of 1 billion. Jay's future wife, Kristen Ritter, was born along with Pitbull, Alicia Keys, JT, Mr. Justin Timberlake himself, Paris Hilton, Chris Evans, a.k.a. Captain America.
Those were all people Jay decided to wed?
No, just the first one. These are all those people born.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They were born. Beyonce, Elijah Wood, and Ivanka Trump. In other related events and news, the first recognized cases of AIDS are reported. The top 3 songs in 1981 were Betty Davis' Eyes by Kim Cams, Endless Love by Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, and Lady by Kenny Rogers. 1981 seemed pretty tight, besides the AIDS. And Luke Helder. Lucas John Luke Helder, a Greek name meaning banana in the back door, was born May 5th, 1981.
How do we keep
Bananas.
bananas?
I didn't write
Lucas.
bananas any besides this one.
Okay, wait. Just
Bananas.
back up a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Lucas John Luke Helder was born on May 5th, 1981. Luke is from Pine Island, Minnesota, which lies along the middle fork of the Zumbro River with a small population of around 3,700. And just like most Minnesotans and Jesus, his childhood wasn't worth reporting about. Born, nothing, middle-aged carpenter.
Typical.
In April of 2000, 3 locals from Rochester, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
God,
I
what
consider
is
Rochester,
wrong with?
Minnesota as well.
Yeah, it's pretty Minnesota. Okay. In April of
That's what you call a town in Minnesota that we don't think represents us. Minnesota.
There's quite a bit.
Oh gosh. In April of 2000, 3 locals from Rochester, Minnesota, formed a grunge band called Apathy. The band consisted of Luke Helder on guitar and vocals, Mike Stanton on drums, and Eric Helschler on bass. During their time together, the band would frequently perform in the Rochester area, and by 2001, they would record and release their first album, Sacks of People. I was just thinking about this. So, like, they killing people, toss them in sacks. Is that what Is that what we're talking about? Or, I mean, they could be alive in sacks.
I
They
thought
could
it was
be-
part of them.
Or
could-
sacks, not sacks
I was
of
thinking,
people.
yeah, could be
Yeah.
the sacks of people.
We're talking about the sacks of people.
Could be.
Mhm.
Maybe it's sacks from people.
That's a lot of sacks.
That's a lot of sacks full of sacks of people.
Well, what a sack doesn't necessarily have to
Sack
be a large sack. It can be a small. Well, I suppose that would be a satchel.
Yeah.
That's like
that would be a satchel, not a sack.
That's a
satchel
hacky
of-
sack. That's what you're saying.
Okay, so 2001 sacks of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sacks of People is an album that was self-funded, self-released by Apathy. The album was recorded at then Rochester-based Last Minute Records and was produced by Mike Thompson. Released in 2001, according to the band's website, there were 12 tracks on the album. The album was sold in local music stores in Rochester. However, most of the music stores would give away the CDs for free because they weren't selling. Apathy
Been
would
there.
yeah. Apathy would also sell the CDs at their concerts for around $8. A bandmate in Apathy remarked, Helder had an interesting style of singing. This meaning he was fucking terrible. At least that's how I'm going to choose to interpret it.
He was
If
bad.
someone says if you're an interesting singer,
An interesting singer.
Remember our code for like when somebody was
It's fun.
not so good? Yeah.
It's fun.
That was really fun, man.
Yeah, it's real fun. Yeah, if somebody was bad, it's real fun.
That was
Yeah,
a
it
fun
was,
set.
it was
That
fun.
was a fun set. You don't want to come out swinging to everybody.
Yeah,
You can't just be like, oh, dude, that was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
yeah. So, as we would say, Helder had a fun style of singing, and he would write much of the lyrics of the group's tracks, not having a full understanding of their meaning. Although the band was successful only on a local scale, they recorded a CD, Sacks of People, at the end of their first summer together. Now, in 2002, while attending the University of Wisconsin Stout, I dated a girl from Wisconsin Stout.
Stout,
Yeah.
trout, sauerkraut.
In 2002, while attending the University of Wisconsin Stout,
Stout, trout, sauerkraut.
Helder planned to plant pipe bombs in mailboxes across the United States to create a smiley face shape on the United States map.
Oh my gosh.
The bombs.
Aspirations.
Not
for me. No,
it's like,
I'm just saying
it's
like
like
that.
goals.
That man had vision,
Yeah. The bombs.
and it was in mailboxes. He wanted
Mailboxes. Wanted to
mailboxes.
blow them up. Like, you know how you used to smash them with baseball bats. He was like, child's play. Let me show you how it's really done.
Right.
let me physically hurt other people.
Yeah. The bombs, which were packed with BBs,
Ah,
Furbies, and nails,
Furbies?
were rigged to explode in the mailboxes
No, that
when
can't be right.
opened.
No.
No Furbies?
No Furbies. BBs and what?
Nails.
You ever been hit by a Furby, dude? That fucking hurts.
Dude,
I,
those things are
don't get me
intense.
wrong. I'll bet they have some
Like
pretty
beak?
intense stuff inside of them.
Those little beaks.
Yeah.
Oh, those beaks. And they're like, I don't remember what they said.
So now you're next to your mailbox,
it was
bleeding.
like
all
pretty
I hear
much
is,
just garbage. It'd be like,
Taunting.
Mimu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then one day you'd wake up and it'd just be
And
at
then
the foot of your bed, cutting your toes off.
Give me your soul.
Right, yeah.
I was in your mailbox ready to go.
Yeah. Completed and rigged Furby bombs were found in Nebraska, Colorado, Texas, Illinois, and Iowa. In Iowa, 6 people, including 4 mail carriers, were injured when the bombs detonated. Ultimately, Helder planted 18 bombs and covered 3,200 miles.
What?
It was he went the distance.
3,200. That's, you could, I think that's, how long is the United States?
Well, more than 3,200
There's a
miles.
map too.
Yeah. Typewritten letters.
It's like the most unfinished game of Hangman ever.
Yeah.
Or it's finished. You just won.
Yeah, you figured out. You figured it out. I would say this is the most won game of pipe bomb.
I thought he didn't complete the smiley face.
He didn't, which means we won.
Oh, okay, no, it's good. See, I've still got my wits about me.
Yep.
Okay, so
In the Typewritten letters accompanying the bombs contained anti-government messages with the words, "The United States strives to provide freedom for their people. Do we really have personal freedom? I've lived here for many years, and I see much limitation." Dude, this bitch is like 15 years old. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? I've lived here many years. I don't know, probably more than 15.
He's in Styles, so that's
Yeah, so he's like 19, maybe 19, 20.
Okay.
You know, so he's been on this earth not, I would consider, many years.
Yeah.
Not well traveled.
Not well traveled.
Wow.
Or 3,200 miles
That's pretty traveled.
traveled. 3,200 miles traveled. Do you people enjoy this trend of limitation? If not, change it, the letters said. I don't know how anyone's going to be changing it after they've been blown up by Furby bombs.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like what was his goal? Like, haha, die, then read this letter. Because the bombs were set to go off when they opened the mailboxes.
I wonder is was he putting these in the mailbox with the intention of people like coming into contact with him, or just blowing up mailboxes and getting into the
No, they were
open
supposed.
when you-
They were supposed to blow up when you open the mailbox. So it's like how.
I thought
like,
it was just blowing up mailboxes.
Hey, fucking smarty pants! How'd you want people to read these letters? Because also think about this. So
they found some of these letters intact.
I
it's
think
like,
they were sent to like the government buildings of like the towns, not.
Got it.
I mean, it says
Got it.
like, I guess it just says the letters they accompanied the bombs.
It was a lot of work.
I don't know.
So
Helder,
in the mailbox is like, that's my party horn.
so
Fuck! I forgot to sign that one.
I'm gonna throw this out to you. All right,
Yeah.
Facts here. Believe it or not, okay, Helder was not at the top of his college class.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But his teachers described him as reasonably good, quiet, and polite student. Fun. Fun.
He's a fun kid. Real fun guy.
And at first, there was confusion as to what the motivation for the bombings could be. Family, friends, and many acquaintances referred to Helder as normal and without a propensity to hurt people. Though his roommate noted he had recently become obsessed with death and begun smoking the marijuana and had been reciting extended monologues. If you're doing monologues at all, you're in trouble. He is reciting extended monologues about his new spiritual beliefs to his friends, which they started laughing off. I mean, if
Preachy friend,
dude, if
Ryan's he's talking about being the redeemer again. It's crazy when he does that. It's so weird.
I don't know,
It's a
like
funny guy.
saying these things. I mean, smoking pot, like, go home. But like, he's obsessed with death and doing monologues about his new spiritual beliefs. Right there.
I assume he's just standing in like a soapbox, just going, "Hold on, guys, you gotta listen to this.
Hold up.
Hear me out."
Hear me out. Within the year prior to his arrest, Helder had become passionate about astral projection techniques and came to believe that death of the flesh and body is not the end of existence, as evidenced by the manifesto he sent to the Badger Herald of the University of Wisconsin-Madison at the beginning of the bombing spree. The essay also includes statements such as, "I'm taking very drastic measures in attempt to provide this information to you. I will die/change in the end for this, but that's okay."
Die/change.
Yeah. And he like throws
And then
up.
he wrote in ha ha ha.
Yeah, it was, like, throws it.
Oh, that's
That's okay.
A fucking
Ha 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 ha. Paradise awaits.
Oh my god.
I'm dismissing a few individuals.
I can just see him at job interviews, and she's just like, "I don't think this is gonna work out."
It's been fun, but not
Yeah.
gonna work out.
It's like you're writing out the laughing that doesn't work with our company.
Yeah. Helder was pulled over on Interstate 80 outside of Fernley, Nevada, about 50 miles east of Reno, surrendering to troopers who had been following him. He threw a gun to the ground upon leaving his car. Cameron Helder, Luke's father, of Pine Island, Minnesota, was instrumental in helping the FBI identify his son as a suspect on the account of him knowing what his son looked like. No shit. Like, his father, man, couldn't have done it without him. Dude knew what he looked like.
Guys, I have pictures. I know what it is like.
Guys, hold up. I can help you
Won't
with
believe
this.
me. That's me right next to him.
Yeah, you won't fucking believe this.
Are you telling me you know what this gentleman looks like? I think I have a pretty good idea.
This, less.
Yeah.
Pretty much this face minus 20 so years.
A little mixture with her.
Yeah, take this face, take that face,
The good parts of me, the bad parts of her. Like
put it together.
Waist down, her.
Boobs aplenty.
My son's got great boobs.
Let me draw them for you.
let me draw them for you. He called the FBI on Monday night after he received a letter from his son postmarked in Omaha, Nebraska, in which he seemed to take responsibility for the bombs. The suspect's father extended his
Darth
sympathy.
Vader.
I hold on to that one.
So
Luke, Helda, I am your father.
You got it. You got it. Yep.
I'm your
That's
father,
exactly-
Cameron.
It's the first thing. Cameron?
Cameron,
Diaz?
I'm your father.
Cameron.
I painted
Is
you.
that his name? Cameron?
Yeah, his dad,
Yeah.
Cameron.
Isn't his name Luke?
Cam.
No, Luke's the bomb.
Bomb boy.
Luke's
Luke.
the bomb.
Luke's the bomb.
Luke. Okay.
Luke's the bomb. Okay.
I painted you. That's how they found you.
I painted you with boobs on you.
We found you because I painted your boobs.
Maybe you should have ran the distance.
The suspect's father extended his sympathy to the 6 people who were injured by the bombs and thanked the FBI for helping him to see his son. Quote, so we have a better understanding of what is going through his mind and what is happening. A federal court judge in Reno, Nevada, denied a request to release Helder into the custody of his parents, calling him a flight risk and a potential danger to the community. This is the no shit category.
He just traveled 3,000 plus miles hurting people. Flightless for
So
sure.
the dad helped get all this lined up to say like, don't trust this kid if you see him.
No. His dad and mom wanted him to be able to be home with them on bail, but the judge was like, nay.
Judge said no. He needs supervision. As they
Yeah,
said.
this boy, he fucked
Got
in
it.
the head. He's got a head fuckery about him.
Yeah, he's touched.
Yeah. The judge also denied a request from Helder's attorney to transfer him to Minnesota so he could be closer to his family. So they're like, not only do you not get to go home, you son of a bitch,
You have to
but
go.
you're gonna stay here.
You're gonna stay in Minnesota.
No,
They
he wants to go to Minnesota. He's in Nevada.
His parents wanted to visit him once in a while.
Depending on what month.
The parents
I
are
don't
like,
know.
wait, no. Keep his ass here in Reno. We gotta go gambling. We gonna party. We ain't got no kid now. According to law enforcement sources, Helder has at least twice confessed to planting the bombs. In a tense cell phone conversation during the high-speed car chase that led to his arrest Tuesday evening, Helder told the...
This Tuesday.
This Tuesday. A couple days ago.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Busy week.
Busy week.
Helder told of his alleged 5-state spree and did so again during interviews with the police after his arrest, sources said.
You only got to 5 states.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bombs.
Yeah, that's a lot of bombs.
He must not have gotten a very big smiley face started then.
Well, he did it on Sunday, so he got a lot in.
You got it. And I'm pretty sure, like, if we look at the map here, the eyes, like, he planted a lot in, like...
Those aren't just one. Those are, like, lots.
Yeah, I mean, these are the eyes. There's 5 in the eyes.
Got it.
And
that's most likely, like, in each one's in its own state.
Yeah.
And then he was starting to go down south. Okay.
So he did a lot of bombs. Good amount of bombs. Well...
And this is in a week?
Yeah. Yeah.
First ones go off, and he's just on the run doing it.
He's going.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta go quick with these. You know, if you're putting bombs...
Is that so?
I would assume so.
Got it. I was going to say.
Especially if you're not dressed like a mailman, putting mail in someone's mailbox.
Yeah, you're gonna get caught
Eventually.
pretty quick, I would
suppose, yeah.
At least, you know, you're gonna... If you're going in... If you're trying to put all of this in 1 week, you're not being super, like, inconspicuous, you know? You're like just a dumb boy putting shit in mailboxes and just going to the next place and mailboxing.
And then at any certain point, like when the news starts getting a hold of it, that everyone's going to be like looking for people putting stuff in the mailbox.
And it doesn't seem like he was like waiting. You know, he's like, no, I'm gonna keep going. So you know, it's pretty quick. FBI sources said Helder admitted making 24 pipe bombs and used a map to show authorities where he planted some of them. 6 more devices were recovered from Helder's car, along with 2 guns, including a shotgun he allegedly said he bought to use to kill himself. Helder was holding the shotgun to his head when Nevada police finally stopped him, but then dropped the gun out of the window of the car after talking to FBI hostage negotiators. Despite his alleged threat of suicide before his arrest, Helder presented the same kind of easygoing demeanor, smiley bitch, we'll call that, the smiley bitch demeanor. You know, just like his smiley face bombs.
He's a smiley guy?
Yeah.
So in all these pictures,
he's
arrested in prison, he's like,
here,
oh my god,
you can get some zoom. That's kind of what he was doing.
Got it.
The straight taunting.
Yeah. He was a smiley bitch in the courtroom, as he showed when he was escorted into jail after his arrest, and he was brought out of court on Wednesday, smiling and nodding at the gathered reporters.
I'm just...
Yeah. Yeah, you like bombs? I love bombs.
All right.
Call me Bomber.
Now that image is burned into my brain.
Call me Super Bomber Boy. Bomberman, my favorite Nintendo game. Do you think his favorite Nintendo game was Bomberman?
That tracks.
His two favorite Nintendo games, Bomberman and Paperboy.
I'll give that. Yeah, it's an A+.
The only unusual behavior that they had noticed from their son recently was that when he came home for his mother's birthday, he asked for her Bible and then sat and read it for an hour, something they had never seen him do before. Red flag.
Straight red flag.
Red.
When did he do that? Was it like a family, like Christmas or something?
His mom's birthday.
It just comes up and he's just
like, hey, Luke, baby, come in here. Come, we're gonna sing Happy Birthday.
Sits down, he's like,
I'm on John, chapter 5. Give me.
I'm really enjoying this,
I'm invested,
this passage of Ephesians at the moment. So
I'm invested.
Middle of his class. That's too far.
Too far.
He's sitting there for like an hour.
I'm on page 1. The Earth is here now.
You've been reading that.
I just got light.
I gotta see what happens next.
I need to know. I hear this story gets really crazy.
Well, some would say it's unbelievable. Once the media had caught wind of Helder's musical background, many journalists had made attempts to obtain sacks of people, with many of the CDs being auctioned off on eBay for around $15. No, I'm just kidding. $200. The Luke Boys CD. Sax on Sax, going for $200 now. Get
pop.
it? Sax on Stacks with money.
That he'll never
200 a
see.
pop.
That he'll never see. 200 a pop.
Wow.
Yeah.
He would buy too many supplies.
Only 2 of the 12 songs from Sacks of People are currently available online. No, I'm waiting. I was waiting for him.
Okay.
Waiting for him to be done with the paper.
I stopped even noticing.
Oh,
that.
if you not know, I've done that every time he flips pages. I stop.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing?
But it's available. I'm not even looking, and it's available. I can tell.
What?
Only 2 of the 12 songs from Sacks of People are currently available online. The first track being Black and Back, and the second track...
Is that just like a reverse cover of Back in Black? Is it just
Black
like...
and Back! I found the sack of people in my fucking room. I don't know.
CDAC.
This is a song read backwards. That's all it is.
And the second track is called Conformity. The band's defunct Angel Fire homepage. Angel Fire. Remember that shit?
No.
No? You'll get...
No.
Oh, dude,
Never heard it.
I fucked with some Angel Fire.
What was it? Like,
It's just it was like a web host thing.
so like .angelfire?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like angelfire dot shit. So, Mr. Helder, Luke, Super Bomber Paperboy, he was moved to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where 2 federal charges...
I don't like that place.
Oh,
Sorry,
Iowa.
just Iowa.
I'm sure he's a big fan.
Sorry,
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah, he's fucking... Luke, fucking loving it.
Yeah.
Living large.
Huge
Cedar Rapids.
guy.
Yeah, huge Cedar Rapids guy. Moved to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where 2 federal charges were made against him. Charges were also made against him in Illinois, Nebraska, and Nevada. Every time he was brought to and from jail and court, Helder continued to smile broadly.
Oh my gosh. Just the Joker in real life.
Yeah, terrifying son of a bitch. In April 2004, a federal judge found Helder incompetent to stand trial. While a judge could,
A judge found that out? Like, he was just like...
He saw him and he went, nah.
Get the fuck out, out, bud.
So wait, when you find someone incompetent to withstand trial, do they come back eventually?
I don't know, but I
Or
so
do they-
badly just want to say the federal judge found him impotent. Yeah. Federal judge found him impotent.
It's just like, you're not making babies.
No. Yeah.
Get out
Get
of
that
here.
limp dick out of here.
Get out of here, limp dick held.
Back to Cedar Rapids.
Luke, limp dick, out of here.
Lukey Limp.
Lukey limp dick.
Lukey Limp. I have a great idea for a children's book.
No. Oh
Next
no.
episode.
Yeah, you need to...
If Joe makes that, he will be on the next episode. He will be the next episode. Oh, Jesus. Sweet. In April 2004... We're almost done here. In April 2004, a federal judge... I want to read that so badly like Mr. Movie Phone. Like, that. It started out, in April 2004.
2004.
A federal judge found Helder incompetent to stand trial. While a judge could
So you had
free...
to sit trial.
Yeah. While a judge could free Helder if doctors find he is not a threat to society, legal experts doubt this possibility due to the violent nature of his crimes. He has been diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder that cause delusions and feelings of grandiosity. Grandiosity. Too many sissies. Grandiosity. And Bennett ruled in 2004 that he was unfit to stand trial. In 2013, a federal judge ordered Helder re-evaluated for competency to stand trial, but that smiley bitch stands strong on the crazy side. So Helder remains incarcerated in the Federal Medical Center in Rochester, Minnesota.
He's still in Rochester, Minnesota.
Yeah, he's in Rochester, Minnesota still. to this day, that's where that smiley bitch stays.
Got it. And how old would this smiley bitch be now?
Well, 1981, so 43, right? 42? 42? Yeah, it's 2023, 42.
Wow. Some people's kids, they say.
They do say that. Some people's kids.
Yeah.
They say.
Okay, well, I didn't have very many notes on this.
You didn't take it. Yeah, you just.
I was enthralled.
All right. What are your takeaways?
Okay, so Luke Hedler.
Wrong right out the gate. Helder. Yeah.
Okay. Likes bombs and bomb accessories.
It sounds like an action figure. Get your Luke Helder with bombs and bomb accessories.
Sold completely together.
Sold at your nearest Walmart.
In 1981, MTV launched Donkey Kong by plane. Woo! Talking about 1 billion people in China. Big year for 1981. Lucas John Luke Picard
Forgot about
held a banana in the back door. From Pine Island, typical apathy. I don't know what that means.
Apathy is their band.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I think typical was the start of a thought that I never finished.
Typical apathy, man.
In 2001, Sacks of People was released, which is the only thing that they did of musical noteworthiness.
Oh yeah.
If you could call it that.
If you could call it that.
Got it. Self-funded and self-released. So
Yeah.
They were go-getters.
They were
Go-getters.
They were getters.
Stout Trout Sauerkraut.
Yep.
2002. Furby Bombs 3002. Okay, and I remember sometimes when I'm writing super fast, I'll be like, I'll like skip a number and like go through it and just be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna remember what that means later. But like this time, I remember before I turned the page, I was looking at 3002 and I was like, the fuck does that mean?
I think that's the miles.
Oh, it's probably his how far he drove.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 3,200 miles though.
I still like Furby Bombs.
I'm learning things about myself and taking notes here.
Yeah,
Furby
you
Bombs
kind
is
of
all
you kind of have thought dyslexia.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is explaining a lot. This is more for me than it is for you. Anti-government mail.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel free.
Nope.
Not well traveled.
No.
But kind of was.
Yeah. I mean,
he got out.
Debates.
He got around.
Yeah. For a
normal
period anyway.
quotations. That must what everyone thought he was like. Oh, he's
Oh,
fine.
you're like, I never would have saw this in this fucking crazy antics.
He was a fun guy.
Sometimes
He was a fun guy.
Yeah, you never find out that someone's fun until they have a little too much fun. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he smoked the reefer and ranted about death.
Yep.
Super big bummer to have in the circle.
Yeah.
They just pass it over. He's just like, you ever think about what happens when your head separates from your body?
Do you see it as you're taking your head off?
You think you just keep looking around?
Well, on that note, thanks again, Joe, hanging out. Jay, thanks
Got to the bottom of it.
thanks for jokes and scripts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And researching. Double down, research.
Double down, double it, give it to the next person.
Double it, give it to the next person. This has been another episode of Classified Rockuments. We'll see you next week with more antics.
Yeah.